Hello everyone, I'm Jacob Kaufman in the street, and today we're unboxing a Rolodex. Alright, so this is another one of my birthday presents, and sorry if you're one of those people who doesn't like unboxings a whole lot. I try not to do just unboxings on this channel. In fact, I used to do no unboxings at all on this channel, but that was a long time ago, and now I'm kind of stretched for video ideas, so I do unboxings sometimes. And I'm unboxing this because this actually has to do with computer usage. You might be wondering, Jacob, why are you unboxing a Rolodex that's not like a computer thing at all? Because this will affect my computer usage, and that's why I'm unboxing it, because this isn't just an unboxing, this is me throwing it out there in case any of you guys want to use the same idea. So I'm going to open this thing up and I'm going to explain exactly why I wanted a Rolodex, why I asked for that for my birthday. And so yeah, my sister Kirsten got me this. The reason why I wanted a Rolodex for my birthday is because my password system, some people have password managers on their computer like LastPass or KeePass, like a program on your computer that remembers your passwords, or maybe you're one of those people who uses your web browser's built-in password remembering tools. So like when Chrome or Firefox asks you, do you want to remember this password, you click yes. I never do any of that. I don't want to give all of my passwords to one service, because then if that one service, let's say I used LastPass, I put all of my passwords into LastPass, and then LastPass gets compromised, or somebody guesses my password to LastPass, or brute forces it, or whatever, then I'm kind of out of luck, and that person has access to all of my accounts. So that's out of the question for me right there. But of course, I can't remember strong passwords. You're not supposed to reuse passwords between different websites. I'm not one of the people who does that. Some people reuse the same one or two passwords on every single different website that they sign up for. I come up with a unique password for every website. Sometimes it has something to do with the website. Sometimes it has something to do with how I discover the website. Sometimes it just has nothing to do with the website at all. Very often, after whatever random password I come up with, I'll go to random.org, generate a few random numbers to add at the end of the password. And then how do I remember all of that? Well, right now I have it all written down in a notebook. And in that notebook, when I first started this notebook page, it's the first page of my notebook, and when I first started it, it was really clean and organized. I had like a four-column system where this was so long ago when it was this organized. I had a four-column system: name of the website, username, email address, password. Now, since then, I've cut that down to name of the website, or just, something to identify the website with, email address, and password. I usually don't write the username on there separately. The username's usually JacobGKU. Anyway, I can usually remember my username on websites. Usually, if you forget your username, you can find out easily if you have your email address. So yeah, I've got this notebook page. Now, it used to be like every row of the notebook page is a lined notebook, college ruled notebook. So I just on every line would be a different website. But then I ran out of lines, so then I started like a second column on the notebook page, and then I ran out of space. I had to turn it sideways and start writing in the margins. And then I've started having to overflow into other pages of the notebook, which is just getting ridiculous. So that's where the Rolodex comes in. It was actually difficult for me to find the password that I wanted. Let's say I want to sign into my roosterteeth.com account, and it had been a while since I had done that, so I was looking for my roosterteeth.com account. I don't know where on the notebook page my roosterteeth.com account is, because I was adding them to the page in the order that I was creating accounts, so it wasn't alphabetically ordered or anything. That's where this thing comes in. This Rolodexes are alphabetically ordered. This is a rotary card file, so this comes with blank index cards that don't have like contact information. So basically, the nice thing about Rolodexes is you can pop the cards right on and off of the Rolodex. So, I don't have to worry about only having a certain number of cards under one letter. If I run out of cards under a letter, I can just grab a card from another letter that I have extra cards in and pop it on. So yeah, this is the specific model of the Rolodex I've got, and my sister Kirsten got me this for my birthday, and she's a big fan of On the Spot, so I believe this is the exact same Rolodex that is sitting on John Reisinger's desk in the new On the Spot set. So yeah, you can see what the sides say and everything. So yeah, I strongly recommend using this method for keeping your passwords Some people actually laugh at this. I remember you can go online and search. There's a YouTube video of, it was either Ellen or Oprah. I'm pretty sure it was Ellen, where Ellen was making fun of, on her show, somebody was selling a notebook that was made for keeping track of your passwords. And I actually thought that was a good idea. But Ellen was just sitting there on her show, and of course, Ellen's not a computer person. I don't know why she has the authority to do this. She was sitting there on her show making fun of it, like, oh yeah, put all your passwords in the same place. That's such a good idea, like, sarcastically. And she was making fun of the fact that it was labeled specifically, like, the front of it said my passwords or something. Like, that was part of why she was making fun of it, was because if somebody's in your house looking around, they can clearly see this is where all your passwords are. And she thought that was insecure. I think that using weak passwords is insecure, and I also think using password managers is less insecure than using weak passwords. Using weak passwords is like, that's horrible. You should not use weak passwords that you can, if you can remember every single one of your passwords and you have accounts on a lot of different websites like I do, either your passwords are not complicated enough or you are reusing them too often. You should not be able to always remember all your passwords, because I sign up on so many different websites doing whatever. But yeah, like I said, password managers, there's encryption and stuff. You can encrypt your password, files with things like KeePass, but like LastPass, you're giving it to an outside source. You're giving your passwords to a company to take care of, and I don't really trust that either. So yeah, I keep my passwords written down on a piece of paper, and yeah, Ellen was making fun of it on her show. Like, and I get that she's got a lot of money, but once again, like, she doesn't know how computers work. I don't know, anyone who knows how computers work, well, you don't need to know how computers work to understand this. Paper can't get hacked, is why I think this is the most secure way to keep track of your passwords, is on a physical piece of paper, physically writing it down with your hand. Because paper cannot get hacked. Now, yes, if somebody walks into my house, can they come downstairs, down to this basement that I'm in, and walk over to my notebook and open up the notebook and look at all my passwords? Yes, they can do that. If somebody walks into my house, are they going to be able to see all my passwords on this Rolodex? Yes. Noah on the Linux Action Show put this very succinctly, and I like to repeat it this way. He said something to the effect of, if somebody has physical access to your machine, you have already lost. You can encrypt your machine and do whatever, but if somebody has physical access to your computer, it's only a matter of time. You should assume that it's only a matter of time until they get into your computer. Now, with encryption and things, you can make it super hard for them to get into your computer. If your computer's unencrypted, then they literally just have to walk in and stick a live, Linux distro on a USB flash drive into your computer to access all your files. If your computer's encrypted, I'm not saying it's going to be easy for people to get into your computer, but as a general rule of thumb, if you just leave your front door unlocked, then it's kind of your fault if somebody enters your house and looks at the notebook with all your passwords in it. That's your fault for not locking your front door. Lock your front door and protect the physical security of your building, of your home. You should keep intruders out of your home. That is your physical responsibility. And then as long as you keep people out of your home physically, then nobody will be able to hack this remotely. Nobody can hack a Rolodex. Nobody can hack a notebook. So, if you don't have a Rolodex, like I said, I've been doing this thing with a notebook for years. Several years I've been keeping track of my passwords, and that's why there's so many of them. It's hard to keep track of them all, and that's why, the Rolodex makes it easier to keep track of them all. But yeah, even if you don't have a Rolodex, I highly recommend, if you're just looking for an easy way to keep track of your passwords, yeah, it's not like as pretty as LastPass. Like, it's not as easy to use because you do have to open up the notebook and, look up your password, but I say that's a fair trade for security. So yeah, this is the, like I said, this does look like the Rolodex that John Reisinger has on his desk in the new On the Spot set. And we can turn this, and looks like this Rolodex has those thingies in it where when you turn it, see the cards like stay on the thing. I think it might have the little notches in it where you see what I'm talking about. Like, it's not, like the cards are spinning as I'm spinning this wheel. The cards are coming up with it, so that's cool. So I got the black version of this. This has 500 cards. On my birthday list I put Rolodex as many cards as possible. Because the more cards it has, the longer I'm going to be able to use it without worrying about it running out. So yeah, it's just got these blank cards. And, alright, well, my camera battery just ran out, and I'm currently in the middle of a big project on my computer. where I'm booted into an Ubuntu partition, and Ubuntu is such crap that it can't read an exFAT partition properly. So I'm not going to be able to finish this video right now. Luckily, I pretty much finished the unboxing. So yeah, if you have any questions about this technique of keeping your passwords on paper, it's pretty self-explanatory, but in case you have any questions, you can let me know over at the forums at nerdonthestreet.com. Let me know, anything you're not clear on that I spoke about in this video. If you want to know about this. Just feeling the Rolodex, one of my concerns was I didn't want one of those ones. Some of them look top heavy. This one seems pretty darn stable. And I knew like the people on the spot, they threw that Rolodex around quite a bit, and it looked pretty stable when they were throwing it around. So that's one of the reasons why it was noteworthy that Kirsten got me the same one that we had seen being thrown around in videos, because we knew this one would hold up to abuse, even though, I'm careful with my stuff. I didn't want one that was going to tip over. So yeah, this is, it's pretty stable. I'm pushing it, different ways, seeing if it tips over or seeing how far it tips or whatever. These cards are not glossy. They look like they're matte cards, the white, index cards. And then the blue separators are glossy, but you shouldn't need to write on those, so that's okay. But the ones you're actually going to be writing on looks like just normal matte paper, so that's good. That means it won't smear. But yeah, that is a Rolodex unboxing. So once again, if you have any questions, let me know at nerdonthestreet.com or in the comments on YouTube or Daily Motion, wherever you're watching this. For now, though, I'm Jacob Kaufman. I'm Nerd on the Street, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.